Hi, this is Vinay Bayar in conversation with Amit Chatterjee. Welcome to The Missing Link with Amit. Quick bite topic for today is there's a statement which was made saying Bangalore is closed for North Indians. On this topic, I thought, Amit, you can shed some light. How important is diversity and being the country that India is, it's such a big and vast country, and the role it plays and
Let me come to how important it is a few minutes later. But since you asked me the question and the context you bring out is for somebody said in Bangalore, North Indians are not allowed or whatever it is. Now, I've spent 30 plus years, I made in Delhi, okay? And last 30 years in Bangalore. Am I North Indian? I'm not. I'm Bengali, okay? So hopefully for Bengali, this is not yet closed. But look at it. If diversity was not important, I would not have been here. I would not have even been allowed to grow up in Delhi because I'm not from North, right? Okay. I remember when I was a kid and we used to play football in our playground where I grew up after my birth. And sometimes when there is a conflict, somebody would address me instead of my name, they will address me as saying Bengali. When I came to Bangalore, everybody started saying, "Oh, you are from the North." I couldn't say no because I was from the North. But I was not considered a North Indian back in the North. I was considered a Bengali. Now, because I never lived in Bengal, when I go to Bengal, okay, then they don't consider me a real Bengali. I can read Bengali. I taught myself to read because of literature, but I can't write Bengali. I officially did not study Bengali. So for the real Bengalis over there, I'm a corrupted Bengali. So what the hell am I? Yeah? Yes, I have no doubts I'm an Indian. Okay. Now coming to your point, how diversity is important. Okay. When I came to Bangalore, at that time I asked, the population was 47 lakhs. So the people who are conversing with, not conversing with lakhs, is 4.7 million. Okay. For some of my European friends, that's already a large population. What is the population of Bangalore today, after almost 30 years? It is 1 crore plus 47 lakhs, right? About. So now, all this, another 10 million that got added, obviously was not added by suddenly people populating and growing up babies fast in a cloning machine, right? These are people who came from outside. Like it was not only the so-called North Indians or West Indians or East Indians that came in, it was also foreigners. Okay, I worked with the German companies for a long time. Now, all the German companies practically have their headquarters in Bangalore. Why? Why did people come to Bangalore? The reason probably is science, knowledge, okay, and also the culture that was there. Bangalore never had an aggressive culture like the North, for example. By North, I mean Delhi. I don't mean the entire North. Punjab, if you go in the heartlands, they're very, very warm people. But the Punjabis in Delhi, because of their history, they came there to, mostly come from what is now Pakistan during the partition. So they obviously were a little bit more aggressive. I grew up there, I know it. Okay. Bangalore was never like that. Bangalore, the culture, people are very warm. People are also very, I would say, focused on what they have to do. They're not really so much looking left and right and getting into what I used to say the game of comparative supremacy, right? And I think that is why that Bangalore has grown so much. Okay, of course, the climate is a huge boon that Bangalore has, and for the Europeans, climate is one of the biggest advantage. But nobody would set up companies in Bangalore only because of climate. It had also to do with availability of knowledge resources, employees that will come and contribute, learn fast, and do fast. It was also about I think the initial boom of engineering colleges, for example, happened in and around Bangalore, for example. So it's so many factors. Now, if all these factors, if you see, and if you think that what diversity played as a role over here, without the diversity, you would not have had so many people to create economic value. Because if you want to grow only with those 4.7 million, which I came to already, out of that, probably 30% were not from Bangalore, okay, right? Then you have to grow very slowly. Look at what is happening to Kolkata, okay? I go to Ahmedabad, I have clients over there. I mean, what is the population change in Kolkata or even Ahmedabad, which is an industrial city, but not into the modern tech, modern world which Bangalore has gone into, Bangalore is the Silicon Valley of Asia, I would proudly say that, right? So in Kolkata, where nothing, whatever was the industry was killed, by the Britishers and probably later on by the governments that came in the center and in Bengal. And there were always that kind of, clashing swords. So the industry was killed. And after that, what has grown in Kolkata? Nothing. Other than a few food stalls here and there and a few flyovers, nothing has happened. Has the population grown? No, it has not grown. But in the old days, 50 years back, everybody used to rush to Kolkata. Okay? Including Dr. Radhakrishnan to Professor Abdul Kalam. Okay, why? Because that was the place where you go for improving your knowledge, etc. One of the best academic centers. Is it today? Maybe few are there institutions, but not anymore so much. Bangalore has 10 times that, right? And there is no diversity in Kolkata. Other than the 3 generations of Marwadis who came in to do trading business over there and the Bengalis, nothing has grown. So diversity did not happen. Growth did not happen. Ahmedabad, do you find diversity there? You don't find diversity there. All the businesses are owned by Gujaratis and all the employees working are Gujaratis. These are all manufacturing industries, starting from the British times, for example, which was about textile machineries and the components that you need for textile industry. And later on, they converted into different other kinds of industrial equipment, for example, in pharmaceutical machines. So you don't have non-Gujaratis going over there. Has it created growth? No, it's not created growth that much as it has created in Bangalore. Look at Hyderabad, how much of diversity has helped Hyderabad to grow, and look at the relatively slower pace of growth in Chennai, which does not that much, kind of embrace diversity. Okay? And so diversity is for sure, is absolutely a boon for, development and growth. No doubts about it, or even on an individual plane. I mean, if you and I can't speak, could have spoken only our own mother tongue, do you think you and I could have fun in life? Do you think you and I could even have, economically the possibility to go on a holiday or buy maybe a new bike or something, for example? No. I mean, we have to have diverse knowledge in as much as possible. Today, it is even, breached the boundaries of your city. Forget the city of Bangalore. It has breached the boundaries of your sovereign country. It is global. If you are not aware of what is happening in Trump 2.0, you're not getting prepared for tomorrow. It's as simple as that. If you're not aware of what China has done over the last 20 years and what you have to do to at least be even at par, and you need probably another 10, 15 years, by the time China is already 3 years ahead or 30 years ahead, who knows? Without diversity, you can never grow.
Thanks, Amit. Thank you so much for that.
Pleasure. Pleasure always.